So now I am like refresh. Not clicking that button. Channel. That looks like dog shit. I am so critical of myself. I am my biggest critic. Okay, so it's weird you have to do all this. I guess maybe I should schedule the stream then. Scheduling the stream would keep me from having to do this. My stream health is excellent. As of this fucking moment, my stream health, excellent. I'm gonna pop out the chat. I'm gonna go to live chat. I'm gonna place her there. See my CPU temps. Alright. And now I gotta change the gameplay volume again. Because it's a different Enshrouded this time. That's something that I have to do every single time I play the game. And that is so annoying. Alright. I'm gonna go back here. This is the very back of my base. You look at the map. I'm all the way up here. That's my main base, but I also have a bridge that spans this area of Shroud here. That goes across. Which we shall cross. I still think my stream is lagging behind and kind of slow. I think it's because there was a Windows update recently and it's probably fucking tanking my PC. Alright. This is the Great Bridge. Maybe one day I'll make something cool and like put something here. But I did make this entire bridge. So there's that. I tore down the old bridge and then I just built my own bridge across it. So there are two separate paths. There's a path for carts, which honestly I don't really know because should be a ramp. You can't do ramps in this game. Unless I did roof. I could do a roof, but this area is for carts, horses, livestock, and this is for pedestrians coming and going. There are bridges that like go between them, and there's stairs and everything. So come this way. I made all these chains for the suspension bridge out of metal block. Still have some construction stuff here that I haven't taken down. I will remove now. There. Onward. So coming over here we have the first courtyard. There's going to be like some shops here. You know, this game is updating still. That's still pre-release. It hasn't released on console yet, so they're still adding things, and I'm sure one of the things they'll add is like shops and things like that, or something like stalls or something maybe. So I'm planning on putting something like that here, or like a band stage or something like that, so like you can be greeted by music as you come in. It'd be pretty cool, set the vibe, you know? Have like some beer, have like some tables or something. This is my moat. This is my moat. And over there, you can see the tavern. And it has a name that I've forgotten, but it is named. I have a plaque, and it's named. So anyway, we're gonna go up into the actual castle. It is nighttime, so I wish it was a little bit brighter, but it's okay. This is the castle wall. It's not really finished. If I'm honest with you, it's not really finished. But we're gonna go in. So this is the main courtyard here that we're gonna go into. Let me close this real quick. I've got a battlement up here, so you know if enemies are advancing across the bridge or anything, we can see them. We can fire upon them. Oh, we can fire upon them, and you know, really make it look good. Let me check one thing real quick. This is what I'll do. Aha! That way you can't see that. Smoother. I feel like that's a little bit smoother feeling. Just maybe I need Lynn Studio to be running as administrator as well. A lot of administrator. Alright, I'm gonna kill my camera real quick. Bye, everybody. Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend. Are beautiful. Have been the one for me. It's gonna be a weird anime girl. Ready? I don't know why it auto loads a weird anime girl. Also, it's gonna kill the application because every time the application opens, the application doesn't respond. Thank you, Snapchat and Lynn Studio. There we go. Okay, now that's not really me. I'm not a woman. I promise. I promise. Alright. So, put back on the face cam. It's running an administrator now. So let's see if that helps. We'll fucking find out. I doubt it's gonna help it, but something's going on. I need to run some diagnostics on my PC while I'm not streaming. Anyway, the battlement. So, you can see, like, pretty much, you know, that's pretty much the only place that I can be attacked from, honestly. Now, you could go, like, up around the mountains and, like, come down this way, but that's not gonna happen. So, that area is out of bounds. Oh, I'm not even fucking live, bro. I'm not even live. Let me go right there. Okay. Sun's coming up, so we're getting ready to be able to see some shit. Alright, so we're gonna go downstairs. So that's the main courtyard there. This, for now, is the hunter's, like, lookout. Like, the archer's lookout. So this is the second line of defense. I do have, like, some crafting for all the archer stuff, all the huntress. She's the huntress, not an archer, she's the huntress. And the fisherman. All their stuff is here. This is the huntress's assistant. This is the huntress right here. So I've got all their stuff here, as well as, like, sort of a lookout tower, where you can again see out. So if they end up breaching the wall and end up filtering through, you have a second line of defense, and you can, you know, pelt them with arrows and everything else that you have to shoot at them. So this also leads up to the new and improved Alchemist Tower. That used to be Alchemist Tower, but that is now the Cosmetic Tower. That is the salon. Ooh, I should make it a salon. It's not a salon right now, actually. It's just a hairdresser's place. But I could make it a salon, like a spa. Ooh, ode to Courtney. I could do it. I could make that Courtney's tower. Hell yeah, let's go. All right, anyway. Sorry, sidetrack. Whoop. Now, the courtyard filters here, and it leads, you have a choice of going left or right. So if you go right, you go towards the main castle. You go towards the blacksmith. You go towards the carpenter. I've got some water wheels, a cemetery, and I've got the farmer as well. And I've got like a meditation lookout rock. Bear with me on names. They'll be named. But we're going to go down to the tavern. We're going to go down to the social area. This is where people will gather after a long journey. They'll come here and they'll say, I want to sit at the bar. I want to go to the Lookout Tavern. I want to go to the Lookout Inn. I want to take a rest. So we'll go to the bar and the performing area, the entertainment area first. We've got, this is the bar area. So as you can see, there's a bar here. This is where you would come and drink. You can eat here too. As you can see, there's plates. The bard here and his assistant would play instruments all hanging up on the wall and everything. Back here. With your disco lights, your rave lights and everything. Downstairs here, we've got the kitchen. So this is the kitchen area, complete with floating pots, as you can see. I didn't place that pot properly. Shame on me. We've got 2 cooking pits. We've got 2 ovens, 2 seafood stations, as well as plenty of places for mead, cups to fill. Coming over here, we have the employee break room, as well as this is a ventilation. So, you know, when you're cooking and everything, it's going to be making smoke. It's going to be making heat. It's going to get hot in here because it's a pretty small area. It's not very tall. So, yeah, I can jump and hit the roof without double jumping. So, looking out, you can see the smoke will, you know, billow. And it'll let a good breeze in, you know. This is the break room, complete with 5 chairs and a nasty wooden table, as you would expect. Brings back memories of every job I've ever worked. This is the inside of the bar. You can see we've got basins here, refills, all these. You can refill all your mugs and everything. And then another staircase that goes down into the kitchen. I don't have any basins or anything for washing dishes. That's an excellent point, myself. So, I could probably make some basins and put them, maybe at the ends here, the ends of 2 tables, or the ends of the 3 tables, so that they could just go into the basin, you know, with the water and stuff. Alright. This is the Lookout Diner. It's like it's an extension of the bar, but it's like a lounge area as well as a restaurant. So over here you have your lounge areas with your leather couches, your fireplaces, and your tables and everything. You can bring your beer, you can sit down, you can chill and talk by the fire, or bring a book or whatever you want to do. And you can look out over the shroud, because at night the shroud kind of glows a little bit. It looks pretty cool. It has a blue hue. It glows and stuff. I think it actually drives people insane when they look at it. So this is the first part of the restaurant here. This is kind of a group area. So you can listen to the waterfall. You can look out over the moat, see the waterfalls coming down, see people coming in. Maybe your friend, you're waiting on your friend, so you're sitting here to watch your friend come through the gate. Things like that, you know. But you can hear the waterfall and stuff. Or you can go upstairs. And we've got some nice views upstairs, a good roof so you're not getting wet when it rains. But we also have this little balcony area here. You can look out and see, you know. Again, you can check and see if your friends are coming across the courtyard or not. Plenty of places to sit. Lots of tables. We've got some single tables and stuff, you know, for the intimates and stuff. But then we've also got our group tables. Typical tavern. Typical tavern. It's the Lookout Tavern, you know what I mean? And now here we've got the Overlook Inn. The Overlook Inn. So this is where you would check in. Yes, I'm here, party of one. I'm here, party of two. I'm here, you know, I'm royalty from another land. I'm seeking a place to stay. We have a place for you. We have a place for you. Cozy fireplace. Each room is tailored to your individual needs. We have the pauper. The common rooms are all the same. So you'll have a fireplace, a shower, a toilet, a sink. You'll have a bookshelf that will have books in it. I just have to fucking get the paper. Oh, the paper. And a bed with, you know, your bedside table, candle, so you can read if you want to sit in the chair and read. Same here. This is the jester. Same. Got your shower, your toilet, so you can poop and then go straight into the shower. That's how it's done. You got your sink to wash up after you poop in the shower. This is the scout. The scout room is a little bit bigger, but I tried to keep them all about the same size. You got your fireplace, your bookshelf. I will have books up there. Again, shower and all that. Another bookshelf. The mage. As you can see, it's pretty repetitive. The squire. This is the bishop. A little bit cozy for the bishop, but, you know, he's a bishop. I didn't want to leave any room for him to bring, you know, kids. So, here's the squire's room. This is the knight. So, the knight is an upgraded room. The knight has a double bed, 2 bedside tables, because the knight's going to be, bedding a lady. We got the shower, toilet, again, poop and shower. But we got a nice-ass fireplace. We've got the books, empty bookshelf right now. It won't be empty for long. And the comfy leather chair to take a load off. I am also going to add an armor rack that's going to go right here. So you can put your armor on it, sit down and take a load off. You can just chill by the fire and listen to it crackle. That is something that all knights really, really love to do. This is the bard. The bard is another single room. We're back to the single rooms. Bards aren't really important. They're just bards. The music just got really loud. I'm going to change that real quick. There we go. Alright. The shadow. Or the assassin. Again, same thing. You get your normal stuff. The royal suite and the prince. The prince will go through last. This is the monk. It's another normal ass room. And this is the wanderer. It is another normal ass room. So here we're gonna go into the prince. This is a specialty room for the royalty. If any ever visit my castle, we have accommodations just for you. Here is the prince. We have our double basin sink with our shower and toilet, off in a secluded area. As we come in, we have 3 bookshelves chock full of knowledge from around the realm, as well as a palantir so that you can speak to your relatives across the world, wherever the hell you're from. You know, you can talk to them. Now, it is wiretapped. We will be listening to that conversation, but we are transparent, and we just want to let you know ahead of time. So, another little sitting section here for you to read at. Another big book. We've got a double bed here with a comfy armchair and fireplace similar to what's found in the knight's room. And, my personal favorite, the jacuzzi tub. This jacuzzi tub is right next to the bar here, so you'll be able to hear the music and you'll be able to hear the gesturing laughter. It's very nice and comforting. So this is the Prince room. We will now go to the Royal Suite. The Royal Suite is a little bit better than the Prince room because, you know, little old Prince don't need too much, you know what I mean? And the Royal Suite is for Ma and Pa. So when Ma and Pa come to visit, we got a place for you. The Royal Suite. Get ready. Here we are. This here is a cozy two-person royal suite complete with 2 fireplaces and a jacuzzi in the middle. You got your untapped Palantir here. You can talk to anyone you want to. Free of charge. We won't listen. You're good to go. Comfy leather couch. Double bed. Right now this is the comfiest bed that I can craft. I'm pretty sure it's the comfiest bed I can craft right now. I've got some bookcases full of knowledge. And over here we've got a semi-private bath complete with a double basin sink. More bookshelves. I was going to have a tub here, but instead I moved the tub over there. And so now it's just an awkward empty space. But we've got the toilet here. So you can sit here and just chill. This window here also leads out into the barred area, so you can hear the music. And you can hear all the bar fights going on. So that's the this is the Overlook Inn here from the Overlook Tavern and Bar. Go ahead and close all these privacy rooms here. And yeah, that's the tavern. The Overlook Inn and Tavern. So now we're gonna head back up. There is another way to get up over there. That's another staircase, but I'll be honest, it's under construction and I don't feel comfortable leading the tour through that. Everyone did sign waivers, but I just, for the sake of it, you know. It is once again nighttime, as you can see, so that took the entire day to go through that. So I'm gonna go downstairs and sleep in a bed real quick and let time pass. And you know it's daytime when he goes into chillax mode. That's daytime. There you go. Alright. Now, you want to get back into town? You've done had your rest, alright? You've had your rest. And you want to get back into town. You want to check out the sights. You want to see everything. In your first day. This is the path that you're going to take. This is the path that's going to lead you to success. So hop out that tavern. You can also come out the other way. There's another entrance here on the other side. I didn't show anybody. Here's the entrance from the Overlook Inn. From the Prince and Royal Suite and the Wanderer side, you can just walk right on out and you got entertainment. That's called a 5-star experience. Now, I will take you this way because I'm a liar. So this over here is the Bard and his assistant's sleep area currently. So really all I've given them, and they're used to sleeping on the road as it is. So this is pretty much heaven for them. I do have a nice lookout here. You can see more. That's the don't die. That's the well there. You can see the well, elixir well. You don't want to go in there because you'll die. I can go in there. I won't die, but you'll die. So, onward. We're we're gonna go up these stairs. Just be careful. You all signed the waiver, so you can't sue. All right. Now, as you can see, that's where we went down before. So this is a couple of lookouts that I've been building. Just, you know, playing, tinkering with building. So again, you can see out. This is the roof of the tavern right there. But you can see out, and you can check and see if where's the enemy. Is he up on that hill? Is the enemy on that hill? Is he on that hill? No. See? And I know that because I can see out there with my guy on the lookout. There's another lookout here, but it's more of like a ceremonial. Like we put the guards that we like up here. It's cozy up here. I haven't put any furniture yet, but it's cozier than that one. I built that, and I honestly don't like that one, but I mean, God made Satan, right? So, not that I'm comparing myself to God, but here's another lookout. Again, I don't like this one, but you can kind of just get shot here, or just accidentally fall. But if I fell here, I don't think I'd die. I would splash into the water, because it's deep. It don't seem deep, but it's deep. So, if we go up the stairs, you can see I'm completely closed it in so that you can't see shit, and that's pretty much all you need from this building. It's more of like I'd say this is more of like a guard barrack. I'd probably put some beds here, you know. I'd probably put some beds and I don't know, a stripper pole. Anyway, we're going to keep going. So this is a gate. It's going to be a gate. You don't know that yet, but it will be. This here is going to be a gate. Because this is going to be sealed off to the public. You can't... Normies can't come back here. Normies can't come back here. So it's going to be sealed off with a gate that I'm going to make in a minute here. We've already toured that. We already toured that, so if you come this way, we'll go up here. This is kind of a decision point here. Do you want to go to the archers area? Do you want to craft some linen? Do you want to craft some fabric? Do you want to make some comfy beds, some carpets, things like that? Some fish stuff. This dude does fish things. He makes baits and some other things. Some stuff. So you can craft and things, or if you're going up into the alchemy tower, you can go up into the alchemy tower. As you can see, I've got some anchor points for the grapple hook. I did time it, and it's actually not any faster. So, but it's more fun. Anyway, we'll handle this side of the castle before going that way, because it's already turning nighttime. Is it already turning nighttime? No way. Alright, let's go down. Go. Alright, so I designed this little area here before the water came out, and I used ice to like carve the path because ice had come out. And so I made all of this whole area, and it kind of looks like shit, but I did my best with what I was given. And here's a waterfall, and I'm going to put a statue here. But the statue that I want to put there isn't... We can't craft anything. I don't want to craft the same old statue. So I want a new statue to go here. This used to be the Alchemist Tower, but it is now the Cosmetics Tower. It's going to be a spa. That's what I decided earlier. It's going to be a spa. It's going to be a spa. So let's head up this way. We'll go the staircase way first, and then we'll go the grapple hook way, the cool person way. So this is the salon currently, in its current form, its current state. This is the salon, and it's not great. So, and here's this guy right here, and you can change your person. So that's it. I've got this ledge here. You can look out around and stuff. All that. And then I've got this grapple hook here too, so you can get up on the roof if you ever need to light the signal fire. You can light but there's is no signal fire, but it's just if you need to get up on the roof to light the signal fire, you can do that. You can, because it's, here's my farm, but first, we'll go down, and then we'll go up. Alright, so you come this way. You want to grapple here. Grapple there, and then you're up. It's like literally the absolute limit reach of your grapple ability. So this is another battlement that I built. This actually has been here since I started expanding my castle, because it, as all things do, this area has evolved a lot over time. It started as like a traditional Viking longhouse made out of straw and wood, like wood blocks and straw. And eventually that turned into kind of like a 2-story barn-dominium? I guess, like barn-dominium, and I had like my blacksmith in there with me, my carpenter in there with me, all sorts of stuff. Like all the equipment was in there with me, and then I lived like on a 2nd-story shelf. Like my bed was on a 2nd-story shelf, and so I tore that down. And where my original flame is like where my original flame has always been, pretty much. And I've designed my entire castle basically around that original flame, and you'll see it. Anyway, this is a battlement that has been here for a very long time, and you come down this way, and we're gonna look at my room first before we look at the thing that I built for my girlfriend. We'll look at, this is the king and queen room. Like, this is the royal room here, which of course anyone can get to if you just go there, but this is it. So I've got plenty of bookshelves. I've got an untapped Palantir, which I can actually use to tap into that untapped one over there. I also have the tapped Palantir. This is my my lounge area where my very cool friends come over and we chill and talk about things. This is my coffee maker. I haven't finished that quest for. The quest for the bean. I haven't finished that quest yet. But yeah, this is the coffee maker. So I've got silver plates and I've got ceramic plates, as well as my fireplace and my table. And then over here I've got a balcony so I can look out, see what's going on. See all that stuff, you know. Oh, they're charging, they're coming for war. This is my, privacy wall sort of thing, as well as like sort of like bar thing. And then this is my wardrobe, my other fireplace, and my bed. And then I made the bathroom, but I realized that when I was sitting on the toilet, the people sitting at the dinner table could see me sitting on the toilet. So I had to put that divider there, and now they can't see me sitting on the toilet. So, progress. Double vanity, of course, for the lady. A shower and a tub. Oh yeah, and the mirror. Mirror is very important. Onward! We're going to look at the downstairs. We're going to look at the downstairs, and then we're going to go back and we're going to look at what I made for my girlfriend, and then we're going to go into the main part of the castle. Nope, we're going to look at what I made for my girlfriend. We're going to look at the lookout stone, and the meditation stone, and the secret path, and then we're going to look at the farmer area, and then we're going to look at the cool water feature for the farmer area up top that I made, and then we're going to look at Then we're going to come around and we're going to go to the front of the castle. We're going to go in the front of the castle and we're going to look at the first floor of the front of the castle with the blacksmith and the carpenter. And then we're going to go to the second floor with the trophy room. No! I still have to go into the alchemist tower. We're going to go in the alchemist tower after the farmer and then the middle of the castle. Okay. Here, we're going down. I need to close this, though, because sometimes it floods. Sometimes the water fucks up. Alright. Coming this way, we're going to go into the barracks. So this was the original barracks that I built. It's just a chest room. Honest to God, just a chest room with a ton of fucking storage. All my stuff, I just shove in all these drawers. And they're magic chests, so you can access them anywhere on your base. This is the Crypt Keeper dude. He's just a weird fucking guy, and I'm eventually going to move him and his shit over to my cemetery. That's his assistant. I'm pretty sure he's going to kill him and take his soul, but I don't really care. It's not my fight. So this is the courtyard, again, where we were. It is nighttime now, so it's a good thing we're underground. So, yeah, this is the courtyard where we were. That's the cosmetic tower. That's the front gate of the main courtyard of the castle. That's the new alchemist tower. So we're going to go back downstairs underground to the grand hall. This is something I carved out at the inception, the beginning of my days here. Which eventually I might update with a different type of stone. This is the city wall block. So all these sconces took a fuck ton of material to craft. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of work for sure. There's my workbench there. I can hear water. That's kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie. Yep. So yeah, and then this leads to the blacksmith area. So that's a staircase that leads up to the blacksmith area there. Now I'm gonna take a nap because nighttime, so I want it to be bright out. Sometimes it doesn't let me sleep in this bed, and I don't really know why. There we go. I don't know why it doesn't let me sleep there sometimes. A little bug. Just a little bug. No big deal. Alright. Now let's go look at the feature that I made for my girlfriend. Cool water feature and stuff. Took a lot of time because the water kept spilling over somehow. It never reached the edge and spilled over, but it just spilled over and would flood everything constantly. And finally I managed to make it work. So this is it. So this is the garden. I don't remember how to walk. I don't remember how to walk. I don't remember how to walk. Anyway, so this is the garden. I've got flax, gentian, I've got saffron, wolf's bane, and indigo. And then a couple of areas where you can, you know, sit and eat. You can listen to the water. So this is the water feature that I've got here. So it spills out of that one. It fills the entire thing and then spills out of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out of those 5, it fills up and spills into here, which has another water source. This is what I was underneath right here, was while I was under the castle. So I've got this gazebo too, this like pergola area. Really nice area with all the flowers and everything. I could do that. All the flowers and stuff. And we can come this way, and we've got my garden, my light path, and my wells, my scarecrows. See the side of my castle there. That's the main courtyard of my castle. But we're going to go underground. We're going to see my underground farm that I am going to modify. I am going to modify it by digging towards the outside, and I'm going to let light come in that way. But I've got goats. They are hungry. I have not fed them because if you feed them, they fuck, and then you have more, and I don't want that. And then you have to put bedding down, and then they do it again. Ha-ha! They do it again. So same with the bison. As you can see, I have a lot of bison, so I have a lot of wool. Yeah. Honestly, not my best work here. Like, this underground shit, not my best work. But I have plans for it, so I have plans. That's important to have plans. You know, if you don't have plans, then you don't have anything. So, this is the lookout rock that I built. It's got the waterfall that goes down. My castle right now, like my main castle keep, is made of obsidian right now, and it will not be for very long. So now we're going to go inside this thing. I have a secret panic path that I've built. If the castle gets overrun, if things are dire, and it seems like we will not win the day, there is an escape option. If you gather here, as many people as you can, gather here, and run down this path, you have a secret path that you can take. So this leads to two different places. It leads to inside of the Lookout Rock, or out and away, and down a secret path that leaves the kingdom and flees the area. So first we're going to go to inside of Lookout Rock. This is a secret bathhouse / meditation room that I built. You can see that's where the water's falling through from up above. That's that water feature that's above on the lookout point. That is my flame shrine. And then I've got this little bath area where I can swim around. Yeah. I've got some spots here. This is where it drains out, so that it doesn't fill up the entire thing, because obviously this is a fucking massive waterfall, right? So it doesn't fill the entire thing up, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 areas where it's draining out. So it's got 6 other mini waterfalls coming down, as well as this other waterfall that just goes down. So yeah. Now we can go up and we can go down the panic path. So this is the panic path. Drop down here. I've got a anchor point so that I can grapple back up whenever, you know, necessary, but come down this way. Oh! I didn't close my door, so you can close this so that you just land there. I should put a light here, though, probably. I don't think I have any. What? What? I wanted to craft this. Okay. There. So you come down here. So, as you can see, did I just pick up? No, I opened it. Damn it. As you can see, you can look down. Go down this way. There's the waterfall. Follow the water down. As you follow that water down, it washes away your scent. So that if the enemy sends like any kind of tracker, any kind of like hound or anything like that, they lose your scent and you can keep going. Now this is where the path ends. I have not completed it, but this is where the path ends. So but yeah, that's the point of the water going down, is to wash away the scent. And we've got that main waterfall there. It's down it too. So yeah, there's that. So now I'm gonna head back up. So we can click this. Oh, this is not gonna work. Nope, it didn't work. Okay, I've got to fix that, but, you know, it's a work in progress. I don't panic and leave very often, so I'm not really too concerned about it. Alright. The farmer. So if we head back down this way, we can go through the farm. This is my garden right now. I've just, like, kind of always had these planted here. I don't really ever use them, to be honest, because there are only certain meals that I make, because there are certain meals that are better than others. But I try to keep everything growing. So I've got some mushrooms, some tomatoes. I think this is chamomile. Flax. I always have tons of flax. Tons of flax growing. Let's see. This is bell pepper. This is empty because it is supposed to be... Definitely not. Agave. Gentia. Whatever the fuck this is. What the hell is this? Ginger! That's right, I need ginger. These are coffee beans. Where'd all that ginger go? Where'd all that ginger go? Oh, there. That's gonna make more. Alright, this is coffee. She's stuck down here. I need to go spawn her back up there. So, yeah, this is my coffee. There's the dog. Yippee. So, these are my scarecrows with all my water wells as well. So I can fill up water, drink water, whatever I need to do. They've changed water since they added water to the game. Like, as a physical thing, and not just a resource. They've changed water, like how it works, so you don't like gather from the wells and stuff. You fill a canteen now, and it has a certain amount of charges to it. This is Shroud that I cannot remove from my base. I can't build there, but it doesn't harm anything out here. And since it's in my base, the enemies in there don't respawn. So this is the farmer's house. The farmer has an assistant as well. There he is. He just kind of phased through the wall there. This is my tree farm. I've got some mangroves growing right now, as well as some yucca, some other stuff. This is my bee farm. I can get honey from here. I can get beeswax from here. Good shit. If I go into the Shroud, I have a nasty hentai farm. This is my nasty hentai farm. I can get Shroud adhesive from this. Shroud adhesive is good for something. I forget what, but I have plenty of it, so I'm not really fucking worried about it. So, check out the farmer's house. This is the farmer's house. This is the assistant's area. This is where the dog sleeps. When the dog is here, there's the farmer. I've got a couple magic chests because lots and lots of fruits, lots of stuff to grow in this game. Tons of things to grow in this game. This is my backdoor cooking area. So I've got, I can make flour, I can make like meal and stuff, and I can bake here. Just the same thing, the ovens and the stuff that I have in the tavern kitchen. Same thing here. This is where my capybaras sleep and eat. And I can harvest their little spines and stuff and use it for armor. And then we've got the gnomes stay guard over the farmer's house while they sleep, so that none of the garden critters come out and try to attack them. And then we come up here. This is a water feature up here. So that's the dog, and he thinks he doesn't have a home. It's in there. He's just trapped. This is where I can grow my water-based growing plants. My rice, my bananas, this capybara. I'll just be right back. So I've got my rice, I've got my algae blooms. I can actually swim underwater in the algae bloom one. But I made this water feature here out of the ancient stone block or whatever. And it literally just starts there, pushes the water out, fills it up, it overflows into this one, and it drains out, and it's not allowed into this. This is dry. So this is very wet over here. This one is very wet grow conditions. This one is slightly wet grow conditions for the rice, and this is dry grow conditions. And all of this over here is dry grow conditions as well. But so far they only have those two plants, I believe, that grow in wet. So, okay, now the Alchemist Tower. We have to go around the outside of the keep. We can't go into the keep. We have to go the long way. Take the path to the tower. To the tower. We'll go across the bridge. The bridge that I didn't finish vining. There's vines on one side and no vines on the other. Oh. Oh. But it goes over the river. That's the river I carved out of ice. So, in order to get there from here without going into the keep and going upstairs, we have to use the grapple hook. Now this is where all of my useless villagers live. None of these people give me anything except the Chinese lady. The Chinese lady gives me lamps. Are you the Chinese lady? You're not the Chinese lady. Where is she? Oh, here she is. Sleep. I want to crap. She gives me stuff. So, I can use these things. It's pretty neat. Big bronze statue snake. Anyway, we can come up this way. This is the bridge that goes across to the Huntress. The Huntress. If we go up one more floor, so there's nothing in here yet because honestly, I'm just waiting on the game to update. Let's be real. I'm just waiting on the game to update and for there to be more stuff. This is the Alchemist area. So I've got 2 laboratories. There's Mr. Balthazar himself. He's got his oven, his fireplace, all his instruments he needs, as well as his alchemy station. I've got the grinder, grind up some dust and stuff, and he has a cat with no cat food. But that's okay. This is the legitimate barracks. The actual legitimate barracks for my castle right now is this. I have 6 beds. They keep rotation here. 8 hours? I think 6 hours. 6 hours at a time. 2 at a time. Take a rotation. If I had more people. I just have one person that lives up here. But there is a lounge area. I have made the restroom area, 3 sinks, 3 toilets, and 2 showers. If you come up here, they also have the watchdog. Come up here. We've got this watch area where you can see literally everything. And you can even jump up on the roof and see even more. The entirety of the area. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the spires. And I think there's 6 spires. There might be 7. So, pretty high up. Not as high up, though, as my castle currently is. But I will be deconstructing that. And I will be building it out of something else. I don't like the obsidian look. It looks tacky. My obsidian is underground in my crypt. You'll see it here soon. That's probably where we're going to go after this main courtyard area. Because it just leads, that's it right there, it just leads into it. So. Oh man. We're going to fly down. Alright. Here we go. This is the main castle. I have had this in development for a while. Alright, this is my first ever flame shrine. It has been here in this location since I started, pretty much. As you can see, that's where the farmer's garden is. That path leads to the alchemist tower, grapple point. And then over here we have the craftsman area. So let's check this out. These are the stairs that lead from below. So that was where the grand hall was that I carved out, that lead the double staircase that leads up here. And the craftsman hall is split. So this half over here is blacksmith, this is smithing, and this is carpentry. So the carpentry area, we've got 2 magic chests and all of our carpentry equipment here, as well as the restroom for the area. So there is a shower, there is a tub, there's a toilet, there's a sink, because the residents live just above. So this is the smithing area. We've got our smelter, We've got our furnace, which I've got a lot of steel in there for. 2 furnaces. We've got 2 kilns. And we've got 1 forge. Which the forge is only used to make metal plates, and I don't really understand the purpose of that. Anyway. If we go upstairs, we'll see where they live. Very open air, but this is the blacksmith and his daughter. And this is the carpenter and his aunt. Somehow the aunt is younger than the carpenter. Anyway, I'll just drop down here. Boop. So, again, we come out here, and this obsidian path leads to cemetery, and that's where we're going next. We've got some water wheel action out here for the grinder. So these grinders these mills can be used to grind like any of these items. Coffee beans, iron, silver, pearl, anything in here, it can grind it into dust. And you use that dust for certain recipes, and it's really annoying because it takes a really long time. That's why I built 2 of them, so I can knock it out in half the time. I just redesigned this, and I'm not done with it yet. But we're going to go down where I am finished. So, this way, I've grown a garden over here that I'm not sure if I like, but oh well. It'll probably just stay like that. We're going to go into... This is the crypt. And it's a secret area that I have made. And it's where the king and queen are buried. As well as like the royal family and stuff. So, if I knew how to walk... I'm like literally about to look up my controls on how to walk. I don't care about my... My god, is there no walk button? Move forward, move back, move left, move right, sprint, sneak. I guess sneak. I guess I'll sneak. That's too slow. Alright. So, as you can see, I'm currently... The reason I have that steel is because I'm making the iron gates here that are going to go across and make it look like really ornate and like... You know, this is a sacred place. Like, if you come in here, you know, leave your bullshit outside the gate, kind of deal. Another flame shrine. This helps penetrate down so that I can dig down and have my other grand hall. It is my grand cemetery. Secret door. We close it. Here I am. We have to go pay our respects. I built all this. I made all the walls, all the stairs. I made all these out of resources, all these out of resources. This is the hardest fucking thing ever to mine for. Oh my gosh. Here we go. This is the entryway. Did all the creeping everything, all that. Creeps in. There we go. This is the sacred crypt. Royal crypt. Got the royal family here. Got these fire pits. Took a lot of resources to craft this. A lot of farming that obsidian chest. Oh my gosh. A lot of farming the obsidian chest. That is a floating candle. Ignore that. And this is the king and the queen. Right here, the king with the red flowers. The queen with the purple. This is the grandmother that really loved the tropics. And this is the cousin that liked the desert, something. But anyway, this is it though. It took a long fucking time to build this, and like it takes like 10 seconds to show it. That kind of fucking sucks. I don't think that's even, and it's gonna bother me for the rest of my life. Alright. So yeah, I moved the door over from here to here, and that caused a bunch of ruckus. So I had to basically redesign the entire ground, tear down the flame shrine, build a new flame shrine, which was a panic because I was afraid it was going to delete all my stuff. Anyway, go back over here. So if we continue this way, we've got this is like the back of the castle, so I made this little lookout spot. There's my hentai farm right there. This is like the back area of the castle here, so I made a little lookout area, you know, with the little, you know, you got a staircase, so you can get it to the battlement and stuff. Hey, you, stop! Stop there! Ah! You know, kind of shit. Alright. Lovely flowers. More lovely flowers. We've got archery. Alright. We've got our little area. These things do die from damage, so I don't want to do too much damage to them. And then I've got my obstacle course here, which, if you can pass the obstacle course, it leads to that chest over there. If you can pass the obstacle course, that chest contains like a really, really good item, actually. So if you can pass the obstacle course, you get to keep the item. And I just have a lot of them, so I just put the same item back in it if someone takes it. But no one's ever been here. So, I don't know why I said that. This is the front. There is a ladder here so that you can, you know, get down and up if you need to from the front of the castle. Climb up. I kind of don't like that. Kind of tacky. I'm not going to lie. But it is what it is. You need options. If one staircase is blocked, you need options. So, we are on the second floor now, which means we can go across the bridge to the Alchemist Tower if we need to. The Alchemist Tower bridge. Right up in here. Or we can go up to the third floor. On the third floor, I've got this trampoline here, which leads to that grapple hook to get up to the top of the Alchemist Tower. Big long balcony. And then this took a while to design, actually, with how to place these. It took a minute. As you can see, it's kind of like fucking wonky, but I did my best. I did my best. I did my best. All right, so this has two symmetrical, I think, probably not symmetrical, symmetrical awnings, balcony awnings. I keep saying balcony. It's not a balcony. It's an awning or cover roof, and it leads to my trophy room. It's incomplete as of the latest update because they added gold ones, so you have to go kill more of them, which is a lot of fun, and I like doing that over and over again. But I have a complete Cyclops statue. I almost have all of the fossils in the game and all of the relics in the game. I am missing a couple. I think a couple Jock ones and stuff. But I do have a gold monstrosity. The Cyclops eyes follow you as you walk. That's pretty neat. Okay. Two statues of Queen Marika. She was like the queen who was betrayed and overthrown in the lore, which then led to the acceptance of drinking the elixir, and that's what kind of drove everyone insane. More trophies over here, as well as the Drock relief. I'm missing one Drock relief piece here, which tells the story of when the Drock were here before and we drove them away. And now they've returned because they know that the place has been enveloped in the shroud for so long and it's weak, and they want to come take advantage of it. But they're super susceptible to the shroud, so they actually are ending up getting their asses kicked. So I do have another gold over here. And that's the dragon. That's the big, big bad dragon. He's a piece of shit. He's an asshole to try to kill. I only have one head for him, but I could try to farm him if I wanted to. I don't want to. This leads upstairs to the ceiling here so that you can come up here and be on the roof and stuff. I guess if there's a leaky drain or something. These are my mannequins. Just some different cosmetic outfits that I have that I decided to put on them. This staircase leads to nothing because I have ADHD. And then I'll show you what this is in a second, because we're going to go up to... Wait, I have another area here. So, this was going to be the Alchemist Tower. But then I decided to make it something else. So, it's no longer the Alchemist Tower. But it has like a secret room and stuff. Like, you come up here... This is going to be a secret door, and you open it, like a secret bookshelf, and you open it, and then you can come in here, and you have crazy stuff, and you can come in here, and you have crazy stuff, and it's taller than my castle, like my keep thing, so I'm just like, yo, I could keep going up and up and up, and stuff, but nah. So... It's okay, we're back. I'll just go up the main stairs now. Alright, main stairs. Lots of green glowing. Lots of glowing green. We're going up to the throne room. Again, this is not complete. Because obviously I've got that, which looks like fucking shit. This is my current throne room. You'd walk in here, Sacred Flame, you'd be like, Sacred Flame. Walk over here, you'd say, My lord, the Shroud is pillaging the east. We need reinforcements. As to which I would say, I'll be there in a jiffy. And then he'd say, My lord? And then you'd be all like, I said I'd be there in a jiffy. I don't know if this is where I land. Okay, it is. I can't see in here because it's dark. Okay. Then you go down here. Alright, now I'm down here. Where do I go now? Over this way. What do I need? I need my weapons. Let me get my weapons. Arm myself. Yes. Here I am, back in the castle. That's my whole castle. That's the whole thing. Hmm. That's pretty cool. So now I know I've got some things I need to fix and things I need to build and things I need to work on, and I can look back through this recording and this stream and stuff, and I can see, you know, I need to work on X, Y, and Z. But I think that's going to be it. I think I'm actually going to hop off, because it seems like I need to check out my PC. It's running a little hot right now for some reason. So, but, alright, I'm going to end it there.